Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Say With Me. If you want to improve your English speaking skills, the best way is to practice every single day. The more you speak, the more confident and natural you'll become. That's why in this video, we're going to practice together. Here's how it works. I'll tell you a story, and after every sentence, you'll repeat after me. Try to copy my pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm as closely as possible. Speaking out loud is key. Don't just listen, say it with me. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss a chance to practice with me. Your daily practice starts here. Are you ready? Let's get started. Today's story is called The Day I Got Lost in a Foreign City. Let's begin.
Hi, my name is Matilda, and today I want to share a story about one of the most unforgettable experiences of my life. The day I got completely lost in a foreign city. It was terrifying at the moment, but looking back, it was also one of the biggest learning experiences I've ever had. It all started when I decided to take a solo trip to Barcelona, Spain. I had always dreamed of visiting this beautiful city. The stunning architecture, the rich culture, the delicious food. I couldn't wait to explore every corner. I had spent weeks preparing for this trip. I researched the best places to visit, downloaded a few Spanish language apps, and even watched YouTube videos about how to navigate the metro system. I felt ready, or at least, I thought I was. On my second day there, I woke up early, had a quick breakfast at a small cafe near my hotel, and planned my day. My goal was to visit Park Güell, the famous park designed by Antoni Gaudí, and then explore some local markets. I made sure my phone was charged, grabbed my backpack, and stepped out of my hotel, feeling excited and confident. What could possibly go wrong? I took the metro from my hotel, feeling quite proud of myself for figuring out how to buy a ticket and find the right train. The ride was smooth, and I enjoyed looking out the window, watching Barcelona's lively streets pass by. However, when I got off at what I thought was the right station, I quickly realized something was wrong. Instead of a tourist-friendly area with clear signs, I found myself in a quiet, residential neighborhood. The streets were narrow, the buildings were old, and there was no sign of the famous Park Güell. I pulled out my phone to check my map, but guess what? My internet wasn't working. At first I stayed calm. Okay, no problem, I'll just ask someone for directions. I approached an elderly woman sitting on a bench, and with my best attempt at Spanish asked, "Where is Park Güell?" She smiled warmly, but then started speaking rapidly in Catalan, not Spanish. I stood there nodding awkwardly, trying to catch a single word that I could understand. Unfortunately, I didn't. I tried again with a man who was passing by, but he also spoke Catalan and gave me long, detailed directions that I couldn't understand. That was the moment I realized I was completely lost and no one around me spoke English. I took a deep breath and decided to keep walking, hoping I would eventually find a main road or a sign that could guide me. As I wandered through the unfamiliar streets, I noticed how different this area was from the busy tourist spots I had seen before. There were tiny family-owned bakeries, old bookstores, and small local cafes with handwritten menus. The scent of fresh bread and coffee filled the air, and despite my growing anxiety, I couldn't help but admire the beauty of this quiet neighborhood. However, my feet were starting to ache, and the sun was getting hotter. I realized that I had been walking in circles. Every street looked the same. I stopped at a small plaza and sat on the steps of a fountain. I could feel panic starting to creep in. What if I can't find my way back? What if I end up completely lost? I checked my phone again, still no internet. My battery was also at 35%, and I knew I needed to be careful. I tried to remember the name of my hotel. What if I couldn't find my way back? For a moment, I considered asking someone to call a taxi for me, but I didn't even know what to tell the driver. I had no idea where I was. I was just about to start really panicking when something amazing happened. Just as I was feeling completely helpless, a young man in his mid-20s noticed my confused expression and approached me. "Are you lost?" he asked in perfect English. I almost jumped with relief. "Yes, I was trying to get to Park Güell, but I think I took the wrong train." He laughed and said, "Yeah, you're nowhere near Park Güell, but don't worry, I can show you how to get there." He pulled out his phone and showed me a map. I had taken the train in the wrong direction. That's why nothing looked familiar. He explained that I needed to take a different metro line and get off at a specific station. Then he actually walked me to the nearest metro entrance and helped me buy the right ticket. Before parting ways, I thanked him probably 100 times. He just smiled and said, "No worries. It happens to everyone. Enjoy your time in Barcelona." Feeling hopeful again, I followed his directions carefully. This time, I double-checked the station names and made sure I was on the right train. After about 20 minutes, I finally arrived at Park Güell. And let me tell you, it was absolutely worth the trouble. The colorful mosaics, the breathtaking view of the city, the unique architecture. It was even more beautiful than I had imagined. I took a deep breath and smiled. I made it. That day taught me a lot. First, getting lost is not the end of the world. Yes, it's scary, but it also forces you to learn, adapt, and trust in the kindness of strangers. Second, always download an offline map before traveling. Seriously, it's a lifesaver. Third, sometimes the best experiences come from unexpected situations. I may have been lost, but I also discovered a quiet, beautiful part of Barcelona that I would have never seen otherwise. Absolutely. In fact, that experience made me more confident in myself. It taught me that I was capable of handling challenges on my own. So, if you ever find yourself lost in a foreign city, don't panic. Take a deep breath, ask for help, and enjoy the adventure. Because sometimes, the most unforgettable travel experiences are the ones that don't go according to plan.
And that's it for today's practice. Remember, learning English takes time, patience, and daily practice. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. So keep repeating, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every word you say brings you one step closer to fluency. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Say With Me so we can keep practicing English together. Keep speaking, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.